Albany head football coach Greg Gattuso with Armen and Levack in studio, joining us 15 after every hour today. Coach Gattuso, thanks for hanging out with us today. This has been fun.
It's been great. You guys are entertaining.
Hey, appreciate that.
Now, he didn't say in a good way.
Oh, yeah.
There's no food in here, but you're entertaining.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Let's fix that.
Yeah, we do need to fix that. So your training camp begins this Thursday. Your kids report. What's the biggest challenge? As last year in your first year, your team goes 7-5 overall, 3-5 in conference. You guys are 4-3 at home. What do you tell your guys? What's the biggest challenge with your team as they report on Thursday to training camp?
When you take over a team that had struggled so much the year before, and then you have kind of some instant success, our message has been clear to them is don't get too happy with 7 wins. That's not where we're trying to go. This year is going to be an interesting year because we've lost, we talked about Brian Parker, but we lost the leading passer in school history, leading rushers in school history, one of the leading receivers in school history. So we've lost a group of seniors. But the challenge is for our kids to come in and keep the same mentality of, we can win every game. We have to believe in each other and stay together. And like I said, I know some of that's cliche, but cliches, oddly enough, seem to be true.
Well, you definitely didn't do yourself any favors with the schedule. Buffalo, your homecoming is Maine, Villanova the week after that. I mean, you've got a hard road ahead of you, Coach.
Everywhere I go in the capital region, I tell people this is not your father's Albany football program anymore. We are in a big boy league against great football teams. New Hampshire is one of the best teams in the country, and you just go down the list. JMU, Maine, Towson was in the national championship 2 years ago. Delaware is one of the most storied programs in 1AA. There are just every week is a battle, and we know that. And so our kids, we have to build that mentality. Then you throw in Buffalo. Last year we really were squeaked by Holy Cross. We have to go there and play. And we played Duquesne, which out of the NEC, which is one of the best teams and obviously is close to my heart. I already told the staff I'm firing them all if Duquesne beats us. So,
no pressure.
We that was a program that I was proud to be part of and build. And all the coaches there, guys, I either coach with them, hired them at Duquesne, or play football with them. So that's a group of guys that are there. And I recruited some of them actually too. So it's a big one for us. So every week is a challenge for us this year, and especially with our youth. I mean, we have very few seniors and juniors that'll be playing a lot this year.
Head coach of the Albany football program, Greg Gattuso, in studio today, joining us 15 after every hour. And, you talked about how your football program needs to act like they're the big boys because that's the conference that you're in. You have a staff that you have set up with that mentality as well. A lot of NFL experience on your staff you put together.
Yeah, we've got a great staff. In recruiting, I beg the kids, please go on and compare the coaching staffs. I want you to look at theirs and look at ours and see who's coaching you. Our offensive line coach, Jim Sweeney, played for 16 years in the NFL. We grew up together. We're very close friends. He does a great job. Bernard Clark played for the U. I'm giving the U signals for everybody out there. And he was the middle linebacker for the great teams in the 80s and played in the NFL. And Delbert Calcett is our defensive line coach. He played at Maryland. He played in the NFL for 6 years. And then I mentioned Nate Byam. But we also have great guys like Joe Bernard, who was a head coach at Fairfield University. He's been a coordinator. He's a great coach. Gabe LeVar has been around and as a coordinator at Ithaca and a bunch of places like that. Aaron Smith was a coach at Boston College, has Division I experience. And I can just get on a list of these guys. And, Jay Foster was a head coach for 9 years in Division II. So I just feel like we have a great group of people to put around. Kids' eyes light up when Jim Sweeney walks in a room. Yeah, you can tell he played in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's not one of those guys that lost like 87 pounds and he's skinny.
He went to dinner with us one night.
Yeah, you met Jimmy. Yeah,
absolutely.
Jimmy's a big man. He's a great guy. And so that's the kind of people that we have surrounded in our football program, and I think that I'm counting on, and we can build this program with those people on their shoulders.
Albany head football coach Greg Gattuso in studio. His team reports to camp on Thursday, gets the season going. Albany has an impressive schedule. They open up at Buffalo and they come back home for a game against Rhode Island on September 12th. Be there. Get your tickets now available. Greg Gattuso joining us 15 after every hour today. Coach, we've been having a great time, and Levack is a diehard Yankee fan.
Yes.
And we were talking before the show. You believe you have someone on your staff that could rival Levack. I got to hear about this, and to the extent that this guy's a Yankee fan, we'll do that at 6:15.
Sounds good.